The wait is over. We finally have pricing for the Acura Integra Type S. Is it more than I was expecting? Let's find out. Pre-order begins May 11th. We're going to have a 200 production unit kind of launch wave that those 200 units will come before the rest of them. So I don't know if they're going to have a special like launch edition or not. I don't see it in the press release, but those reservations can begin at acura.com/Integra beginning May 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, or what is that, 1 p.m. Eastern time here. And they will be arriving at dealerships next month. It's May at this recording, so they'll be plopping into dealerships in June. They remind us of all the features like ELS audio, wireless Apple CarPlay, head-up display, precision cockpit, etc., etc. We know it has the 320 horsepower. Here we go, K20C engine with over 300 pound-feet of torque as well, an increase of 120 horsepower over the Integra base models, or base models like, you know, the CVT and the 6-speed manual. Okay, so here we go. Final pricing, 2024 Integra Type S. MSRP after destination, $52K. Let's round up, right? They want to get under $52K, but $51,995. We also have miles per gallon, so 24 miles per gallon here. Not quite the 40 that you can see on the 6-speed manual or the CVT equipped ones, but $52,000. That was more than I was expecting, because if I went over to my original spreadsheet here, my hot hatch spreadsheet, can I pump it up? Yeah, I was expecting or hoping for $48K. Just a little bit more than the Type R, which is 44 plus K, but it is 8,000 more than the Civic Type R. Here's a spreadsheet comparing it to the mass market vehicles, because it is kind of an in-between, not true full luxury, but a close. Acura doesn't even identify themselves as luxury. They consider themselves a premium performance brand. Definitely a notch higher than Honda for sure. But here we go. I made a new spreadsheet this morning comparing the Integra Type S at $52,000 and my estimated 0 to 60 here. But we have the rest of the metrics here and an estimation, I guess, of curb weight on my part as well. But we know it's front wheel drive. We know 6-speed manual. We know the power numbers. And $52,000. So what I have on the list here are some of the most comparable competitors to the Integra Type S. And the Integra Type S is not looking good. I'll just say that in terms of pricing. The Audi S3 is way faster, offers a similar engine, right? But it comes with a 7-speed DCT. It does not come with a 6-speed manual, not that I'm aware of anyways. And the thing is with the Integra Type S, only front wheel drive, only 6-speed manual. There's no option here. In fact, if you want the option of all-wheel drive or automatic transmission, go ahead and cross shop and save $5,000 and get a TLX A-Spec if you want an Acura. It's going to be identical in acceleration or thereabout. It's a lot easier to hit this acceleration on a continual basis instead of perfecting the 6-speed manual shifts. And you're going to have the super handling all-wheel drive, and you still get the 272 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. Here's the thing. Look, I mean, interior dimensions, the Integra and TLX aren't that much different. And so I think that's why Acura, decided to not put all-wheel drive on the Integra, to make sure that the TLX had some uniqueness to it and a performance advantage. And the TLX Type S, I didn't put it in here because it's in the mid to up. It started off around 55,000. I think it's at like 57,000 now. So last year, the TLX Type S cost $53,700, and if we go to building one now, it went up $2,000 in price to $55,750. So the TLX Type S has gone up in price, making the TLX A-Spec, I guess, even a better value nowadays. But you also have so many options on here in the same performance, or not even the same performance because they're better performing, but in the same price bracket, as well as luxury/premium bracket, that have the advantage over the Integra Type S. So I mentioned the Audi S3, super quick 0 to 60 with the Quattro all-wheel drive and the DCT on there. You can get that starting around $48K. Tesla Model 3 is going to be by far the fastest on this bunch to 60 miles per hour. And it gets the EV tax credit of $7,500. So that drops the price potentially down to $46K. You can get a Lexus IS 350F Sport handling. So it has adaptive variable suspension and maybe even the BBS wheels. So don't quote me on that. But anyways, you can get the silky smooth, only naturally aspirated option on this list. At $47K, you can get it with all-wheel drive if you want. 0 to 60, not the fastest, but it is satisfying, under 6 seconds, and over 300 horsepower. You have the Mazda 3 Turbo. I felt like putting that in there because on the interior and the build quality, like, the Mazda 3 Turbo is a very solid feeling vehicle, solid built vehicle, and it comes in at a bargain basement price and gives you automatic transmission, gives you all-wheel drive, and a 0 to 60 that's probably faster than the Integra Type S, even though it gives up a lot of power. But the torque of the Mazda 3 Turbo is where it shines. All right. You also have the BMW 235 Grand Coupe. These are, I mean, there's like none in my area, so this is like a very hard vehicle for me to find. And probably the Golf R is pretty hard to find as well. And that's not really a luxury vehicle, but I felt like throwing it in there, kind of like I did with the Mazda 3. The BMW comes in at $55K, 0 to 60 well under 5 seconds with the X drive, and you have the amazing 8-speed ZF on there. And also reminding me, BMW is the Toyota Supra. I know that's a coupe. It doesn't directly compare because you take away all the practicality once you go down to a coupe compared to a 5-door liftback like the Integra. But look, you can get the 3-liter. Yeah, you can get it for close to the same price as a 2-liter front-wheel drive Integra, the Supra. I know it's apples to oranges, but there's performance that can be had out there that's much higher than this price point. And in my driveway right now, I have a Cadillac, the CT5e Blackwing, but there's the baby, the CT4 non-Blackwing, that takes the Chevy pickup truck motor and, you know, tunes it for horsepower. Gets you 325 horsepower, 380 pound-feet of torque, rear-wheel drive. I don't know if all-wheel drive's on it, but you get the automatic transmission, 10-speed. This thing will do 0 to 60 as fast as the Germans, around 4.5 seconds. Does the Type S on the Integra and the nostalgia of the Integra nameplate give it enough value to push you guys to spend $52K? And who knows what the dealers would mark up on it, and that's the same for all of these besides a Tesla. But all right, so if we take the $52,000 Type S minus the A-Spec technology package, which also comes in the 6-speed manual, it's a 15 grand premium for the Type S over the A-Spec tech package. That is a hard sell. You know, the A-Spec tech package was already a hard sell for me because the Civic Si gives me all the feelings, just not, you know, the more premium feelings and maybe some of the features that we get on the Integra, but I felt great in the Civic Si. It made me happy, and that's why I also feel like the Type R is a lofty, it's what? The Type R is 44, and you can get a Civic Si for under 30,000. So it's, again, $14,000-$15,000 price delta between an Si to a Type R, as well as an A-Spec Advance to the Type S. And that's just, it's a tough sell. That's all I can say. There's going to be people out there that are be happy to put in their name for the pot for the first 200 models. And I mean, the Type S TLX is a better value. The TLX A-Spec is a better value. And you could argue that any of these other options on the list is a better value as well. I will be driving it in June, and maybe it blows my mind. I'll say it's worth every penny for $52,000. And I've driven the Type R and the Acura Integra A-Spec, and I just don't know if this is going to be worth the 15 grand price delta over the A-Spec Advance. And anyways, thank you guys for watching. I got to cut it off there. Make sure you subscribe, like I said, for my driving impressions of the Integra Type S in June. I can't wait to drive. It's going to drive great. It's going to be fun as hell. But you have all these other options on the market that give you similar, if not better, performance and similar features for the money. But I got to shut it down. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day and peace.